This is the Whatever You Say. This is the Whatever You Say podcast. This is the Whatever You Say podcast.
I don't think it's white folks. I think it's Negroes. I do not think this is white folks. It could be. It could be white folks. But I think it's Negro. I think a Negro did this.
This is the Whatever You Say podcast.
Check. Is this thing on?
Check.
Whatever You Say Studios. Back cracking for another go round. I am your man Ivory Towns. Just doing my part, man. And like always, shout out to our sponsors, Cibo Alto. Check them out on IG, cibo.alto. Hashtag higher level cuisines.
If you know, you know.
The best and finest in all your infused goods. And shout out to Covington Heat and Air. Covington Heat and Air. Check them out on IG also. And reach out to them. Let them know you heard their name. Right here on the Whatever You Say podcast. 20% off your very next unit update. Alright? Covington Heat and Air. Tell them Ivory Town sent you. But for this episode, I got a hot one, man. Some of y'all know this dude. A lot of y'all know this dude. Been doing this work in the clubs around the city, man. In the streets for a minute, man.
Yep.
Alright? Making you look good on those funny videos you be putting out.
Yeah.
Making y'all look good, man. And he got something hot coming for the city.
Yeah.
Riding Legacy. Special documentary about black cowboys right here in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
And then in about a month, well, you know what? By the time this episode comes out, maybe in a couple weeks, we have another show highlighting the black rowing culture.
Yeah.
Water is a different ball game.
Yep.
All right, be checking for that. Some of y'all know the voice. Give it up one time for my man, Video Hero.
What up, bro?
No doubt, man. At Video Hero TV on IG, by the way.
On everything.
On everything. No doubt.
Appreciate you having me, bro. Appreciate it.
Big things cracking right now, huh?
Man, it's moving, man. It's moving.
How long you been doing this? Director, videographer?
I say since like 2011. Yeah.
What's the best name for you? Director, creator?
I just say filmmaker.
Director of this brand new documentary highlighting black cowboys in Oklahoma, called Riding Legacy. What brought that on, man? Why'd you choose Oklahoma? Why'd you choose Spencer, Oklahoma?
I'm from Spencer. That's how it started. I mean, just being from Spencer, but being disconnected. I think, like, looking back, you don't realize how unique stuff is until you like step away from it a little bit. And I to this day, I don't think the cowboys we shot, like, they don't know how unique they are. But that's pretty much how it started. Then just to, being intrigued to just going out there and filming rodeos and coming up with ideas.
We're on the film festival journey right now, huh?
Yeah.
What's that whole process like? Was that the plan from the jump? We're gonna put this out there and go straight for the film festival.
Initially, no, but we came around to like, okay, let's just try this route because we felt that strongly about it. It was fun, man. It's a hurry up and wait. That you have to rush it in,
right.
But you have to wait like a month or so for them to tell you in or not. So so far we good. The ones we got in Greenwood Film Festival in Tulsa.
In Tulsa, yeah.
Then Dead Center. Then we got the big one, American Black Film Festival, which is in Miami. So yeah.
Miami, huh?
Yep.
Let's get into the early days, man. You say you're from Spencer, Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Graduated from
Star Spencer.
Okay. Shout out to those Bobcats out there.
Yep.
Born and raised in OKC.
Mm-hmm.
And, with Spencer being right there is kind of, perfect proximity to folks in Oklahoma City who didn't know about it. It's people, and I had your writer, Nicole Jacqueline, in here. It's people who run around all day in Oklahoma City and have no idea that type of culture is right you know, 15 minutes away in Spencer.
Yeah, it's like it was like we knew, but we was almost ashamed of it. Ashamed to be proud of, you know what I'm saying?
Ashamed?
I would say that, because that's the way the world views Oklahoma. So we didn't want that. We don't want to wear that jacket for whatever reason. We trying to push back from it. Like they see it, they think about us, they think country, and that's what we is. I mean, I don't know. I would say that's how I feel we are.
No, that's what it is. I mean, just listen. Luckily, our minds can take us anywhere. Mm-hmm. But where you are in proximity, that's the culture that you're in. Yeah. You know, and you don't have to be that or rep that 24 hours a day, but that's a part of your upbringing, man.
Yeah, I just feel like we just ran away from that for a long time. Are
you heavy in that culture?
Yeah, I grew up in it. Like, you know, I'm not heavy as like the Cowboys.
Hands on?
No, yeah. I don't have no ranches, no horses and nothing, but I grew up around it, so I'm like familiar with it.
What's some of the things that you guys learned? What's probably the best thing you learned during this time with those Cowboys?
How disconnected you can be from another part of the world. Not even a part of the world, part of the city. And not know, like, man, Cowboys, like, they don't really care about a lot of different, you know what I'm saying? They are
podcasts.
They don't, you know, they just
social
chilling,
media.
Man. And it's like a whole different dynamic. You come from, like, go from the country and come back out to the city. Is like two
whatever
different,
you say.
You know,
whatever you
it's
say.
interesting. It's very interesting.
Let's go back into to those early days. Why a filmmaker? Why moving pictures?
Man, how did this start? I mean, I would say I wanted to do something creative. I didn't know what. And this was like 2010, around that time. And my homies, Mac Entertainment, they was rappers. And they needed somebody to like film their shows and stuff.
Right.
So I was filming. I was like, I'll do it. The homie Boo gave me the camera. And I just started filming. And the more I filmed, I felt like I belonged, you know, felt included, like useful. So I just started, like, kept recording. Then I learned how to edit. Editing on my mama's, like, Windows. Like, this was Windows Movie Maker. That's what I was editing on.
Word?
Yeah.
Shout out Windows.
Yeah, trying to figure it out, man.
So was you one of those cats that had a camera with you everywhere you went?
Pretty much. Since then, since 2010, I'm it's kind of my identity now.
You at the mall with a camera?
Nah, not the mall. Like certain places I don't need to go with it. But I've been in the malls. I mean, we shot like on the scenes in the mall before. So,
right.
Yeah, we did it before, so yeah.
And that was the first thing you recorded? The very first thing you recorded was the shows at the club, local rapper?
Yep, I started doing like shows, like parties. Cause I didn't see, like, it's like thinking of ways to be useful. Like, I didn't know how to be good, so I couldn't really charge that much. Right. So like, how can I practice? So I just started going to parties. Eventually I started getting paid a little bit, but you know, it wasn't nothing. But yeah, I just started going to parties with it and like putting out like highlight videos from the parties. And it worked for everybody, you know what I'm saying?
I've seen them. Yeah. I remember. I remember those things. Like, man, who was this dude editing?
Yeah.
Putting together these.
I was practicing. That's the whole time I was practicing how to edit, bro.
Look pretty good on just on practicing. Shout out some of those early artists, man. Who were some of those early local artists that needed Video Hero to execute that vision?
Stutter Butter, my first rap video. I always gonna think about him. A lot of people. I'm trying to think of who I shot a lot of videos for. I would say like JB, Chris McCain, and
shout out those boys.
12 and Stick. I shot a lot of videos with them.
Okay, yeah.
Spence Brown too. Let me say him.
Shout out Spence Brown. Yeah,
Spence Brown too. Yeah.
You said you were practicing back then when you were kind of just starting out and recording the artists and their shows. What was that moment like when you said, you know what, I'm gonna do this for real. I'm gonna put this out there. I'm gonna show people. I'm gonna make this a thing for real.
It took a while for me to really get confident, because again, I'm with rappers and they showing me videos from back then. It was like people I was scared of was Grindaholic Media, this dude named Steve something. He's a white guy. He had his own studio. He was cold. His music video.
Whatever you
cold.
say. Whatever you say.
There's somebody else.
Shout out SB the Grinder Hall.
Yeah, SB Grinder. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I see his editing. Like I couldn't do that. They're like, can you do that? Clark Deal. That's the dude's name. His name is Clark Deal, and there's another one. But yeah, there's a couple. I was like, nah, I can't. I was insecure about it for a while, till like 2012, till I really got confident. Like,
it's technology, man. I think I think, and I don't know. I'm assuming we were around the same age.
Mm-hmm.
You know, our generation. You know, we're the computer generation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Literally grew up in.
We grew up with that. Yeah. So and it became a thing, and you know, people had them in their house when we were kids.
Mm-hmm.
So now coming up, you know, I'm over 40.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, it kind of intimidates me, but really, if you just sit down and, you know, you'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out. That's all I did, bro. I just, like, editing, I just be on YouTube. Like, how do you do this?
Everything's on YouTube.
Yeah, everything. Everything I learned film-wise, like, beginning stages is on YouTube.
But now, listen, for the over 40 folks, listen, you from that era.
Yeah.
You're from that. So, you know, you understand a little bit, but just sit down and then kind of throw yourself into it. You'll understand what's going on out here. Real quick, more important in your line of work, to know your tools and technology, like what we were just talking about, or the storytelling side of it and the creativity.
I would say the storytelling needs to be known first. Well, you can shoot something like, I don't know. That's why different people just become like just a cinematographer. They may not care about the story,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So it just depends, man. I'm trying to think. I would say I always go with story first. Learn how to tell a story. If you want to be a filmmaker, but if you just want to be a videographer, I mean, definitely learn your tools. Learn how to use it first.
So that's the big difference.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Having a story, having a personality, a theme to you. To your pictures, your movie
Whatever
pictures.
Whatever you say.
And after all of that, editing is king, though, right?
Yeah, that's where
Doesn't it all come down to editing?
It pretty much. You can pretty much fix anything editing wise. I mean, unless it's something too dark, you probably can't fix that. But
just how a good story can be a great story.
Yeah, that's why
edited, right?
That's why reality shows are so big. It's just that they edit it to make it more entertaining. They give you cutaways that wasn't even in the scene, but it
voiceovers.
All that. It's just all editing and storytelling, bro.
How much of that did you guys have to do that? Go back and do some voiceovers and call a cowboy and record something?
No. We didn't have to do no voiceovers. We had it. Keon did most of the editing. He did. He killed that shit.
One time for Keon, man.
You need to have him up here. That boy a beast. It just took. It didn't. After that, after we finished, it didn't take long because we was rushing to get it in before February, and we finished shooting like around October, November-ish, around that time. So we had a little time. We got it together. But yeah.
And I had your girl Nicole Jacqueline, the writer for Writing Legacy. And you guys been working together for a while now. Why do you think you guys is kind of connection? Why does that synergy work like that?
I think it's just like we needed each other. She's a writer, I'm a videographer. You know what I'm saying? They became that dependency for a while, but then eventually we became like we in a group now. Like that's we together, we are one group now. So
that's the team, huh?
The team, yeah. Just like you lock in with people that see the same thing you see, so you just keep going. That's all.
Speaking of editing, and it's a little off topic, but listen, this is the culture. This is where we're in right now. Where are you on the whole Freaknik thing? Back to editing. Didn't it all come down to the editing?
Oh yeah.
What they show us.
They can vilify anybody they want to. Like documentaries are the most easiest way to get somebody in trouble. You make a documentary about them, people gonna see it, and it's gonna be effective. But about the Freaknik thing, I think the thing about black people in history, we can't control the stuff we don't want out. If we come from everything we know we come from, and if we try to mute certain parts, we've been here long enough to be some dumbasses. Mm-hmm. That's okay. Just like everybody else. But we got if we can show what we overcame, we got to show the dark part too. Like, I mean, we did that. They did that. You know what I'm saying?
It was a real time.
It was a real
thing, man.
It's history. I mean, it may not be the type of history, but eventually, 20 years from now, that's gonna be this is gonna be spoken about. Like, what was going on during this time?
And the other side of that is
it's a time capsule. That's all it is.
Right, it is. But the other side of that is black people. It's the stigma of black folks in America, and just the history that we all know.
Yeah.
And the steps that we've taken since then. Mm-hmm. And, the forward progress we've made since then, right. Personally, in our lives, personally, we don't want to go back to that.
Right.
You know what I mean? We don't want to we don't want to admit at one point, our coworker, our boss,
right,
is going to see that other side of us and see that, you know what? Yeah, at one point, I was another person. I had to pull myself up by the bootstraps to get to this point.
Yeah.
And, we just don't want to be reminded of it. I get it. Yeah. There's a bunch of lawsuits going on right now.
Like, if I was them, I wouldn't want to be seen either. I get it.
Whatever you say.
I'm interested. I'll put it like that. I want to see.
At the same time, it's our culture, man.
It's our culture.
That was us.
I always hated that I didn't like get into film early enough to film like the strip back in the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. During that time. There'd been some shit like that.
It's once again, it's a lot of cats during the strip. I remember walking around with the camera on their shoulder.
Yeah.
That footage is somewhere.
It's somewhere.
Somebody got it.
Yeah.
And hey, man, even if you want to just localize it and just make it an Oklahoma thing.
You gave me an idea.
I would love to see that.
You gave me an idea.
I would love to see that, man. Right. Got Video Hero in here. We're talking about all type of things. Ride Legacy is about to hit the festival scene right now. June 10th and June 11th.
Yep.
And it's going to be where at again?
June the 11th. That's from the 7:30 Harkins Theater. Mm-hmm. The second one is in Miami, and that is the 14th through 18th. So it's a week after that.
Oklahoma folks making moves, man.
Hey, man, gotta do it. Gotta do it.
Riding Legacy, man, part of that Oklahoma culture. Now, you said you wasn't, as far as a cowboy, hands-on with it and doing the work, milking cows and, bull riding and all that, but it's part of your family. And mine's the same way. My grandfather stayed out in Spencer.
Okay.
And passed, about 10 years ago.
What's his last name?
Golden, Alfred Golden.
I know some Golden.
Yeah, you do. He had Horse City, the whole nine.
Yeah, I think I know. Yeah, okay.
Pigs, turkeys, chickens, and cut yards, race trucks back in the day.
Man,
yeah, all that, man. So I'm with it, but I'm like you. I'm not. Yeah. I wasn't hands on with it like that. I'm not really a country boy, but I respect those boys. And we were talking before we started about sports. Mm-hmm. And you got the NBA playoffs going on right now. We're sitting there watching the Boston-Philadelphia game. Those boys are athletes, man.
Yeah, super athletes.
And I saw a piece of it that said, they're in the Cowboys' mind, they take it as man versus beast competition.
Yeah, exactly. It's do or die. They know they risking their life every time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially the bull riders and the bronc riders. They know it can, like, even Pony Express, it's dangerous. So, like, somebody broke their leg. The Cowboys of Color last week, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On Pony Express. Shout out to the homie Twan, Country Boys.
Yeah.
But
Country Boys won something.
They won, yeah. But yeah, he broke his leg. Like, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So
how do you practice bull riding?
They have mechanical bulls, and it's just like
that's the only way, right?
Yeah.
You can only
well, they get some actual bull. They saw his horns off, but so you can really, but they had to practice. I mean, they got to get on them to practice, like sparring.
I'm practicing riding a bull, so I'm gonna go jump on this 4,000-pound bull.
Yep.
Try to stay on it for 8 seconds. Work on my technique.
Yep. It's crazy.
Imagine how hard that is, though.
That's crazy.
I mean, try not to kill myself, though.
And that's one thing Keon brought that I didn't even he comes from athletic background. So he always looked at them like athletes. I didn't think of it until he started saying it damn, you right, bro.
Yeah.
And that's the way he treated them like athletes. That's why I was like, bro, that was it.
No, and they are athletes, and it is the basketball players are in the locker room getting hyped, getting tense, and getting loosened up for the game.
Yeah.
Same thing with these Cowboys, man.
Yeah.
That's an intense moment sitting there about to jump on that big ass bull.
It's scary, bro. But they don't think about it like that.
Nah.
It's a different mentality. Like I was saying earlier, it's a different mentality. I can't explain it. It's like, I'll be all right.
Right.
I'm good.
What about the ladies' side of it? I know the ladies.
Ladies are just as.
I know they do the barrel runs.
They just as tough, man. They just as tough. Like, that's what people not understanding. They are just as tough. They got big brothers, daddies that run them around. They know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So they know. It's just the Cowboys. When I say Cowboys, I mean both. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just the culture. That's Cowboys and Cowgirls. Like, they out there.
Real quick, back to the Freaknik thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you did have that footage, would you release it?
I definitely make so. I would definitely do that.
Even all the lawsuits and threats.
Hey man, I would get with a good lawyer. It's like, what can I get away with? And we're gonna figure it out.
Won't blurred faces kind of fix everything?
Yeah, but that's a lot of editing because there's a lot of faces you gotta blur. And it's gonna take. I mean, it's time consuming, so it's gonna be expensive.
Right.
And I don't know if they want to pay that. It's gonna be very expensive, and it won't be as effective if everybody's face is blurred out.
Yeah.
So I don't. If I had to do that, I wouldn't. No, I ain't gonna deal with it. If I got to blur everybody's face out.
It's aesthetically that
take away your whole humanity. You can look at some and not really connect because you don't see the eyes.
Yeah, that's true.
And I need you to see what's going on.
That's true.
Like, he may have some demons in his eyes.
Who mama is that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
take that blur off.
You need to see it.
Let me see that. I see that tattoo.
Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, we can't just brush shit under the rug. It happened, and that generation. I don't know. I won't say they've been judgmental, but it's things that our generation got from them, and they don't want to acknowledge that.
No, man, come on. That's the
Whatever
other
you
half
say.
of it.
Right.
Hypocrisy.
Right.
Because we see what these youngsters are doing now.
Yeah, we look down on like that, but they really crazy though. Man. I don't know. They really. These young niggas are crazy for real.
Kids nowadays, they wildin'. They wildin', and we laugh at it, but it's really some detrimental shit.
Yeah.
As far as how these kids are living and just the mind frame, and anybody can get a gun. It's wild nowadays.
Yeah.
For the Ryan Legacy Cowboys and things like that. I mean, what were one of the kind of most shocking things that you learned, maybe just from a day in the life of an average cowboy, or maybe on the week of getting ready for a big rodeo?
Being an actual cowboy, that's the thing. Like, being a cowboy is not just saying you wear hats and stuff. Like, it's a lifestyle you have to live. Like, you have to, do cowboy shit. You have to have
get your ass
a
up in the
stable.
morning.
Yeah, that's what they do. Get a stable, clean their horses, put some water in the bucket. Like, if you ain't doing all that, you're not a cowboy. You might grow up in it, like me. You know what I'm saying? You of it, but you're not a cow. And they want to make that distinction. And I'm gonna help them.
So what if I don't do all that, but I show up at the rodeos and do work?
You there? I mean, like, what kind of work?
Am I gonna get? I mean, I show up at the rodeos, and
Yeah.
You know, I bring home a third place.
Oh yeah,
I'm nice.
If you compete in a rodeo, I give you that.
But I don't do the day to day.
Yeah, if you ain't
5 in the morning.
And that's another thing. Is ranchers and rodeo. It's like
Okay.
it's two different sectors in cowboy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it's all cowboy. Culture.
You might not do the competition as far as the rodeo and the barrel running and things like that.
You gotta land. You doing your John Dutton shit or something.
Right. You gotta take care of your space.
Yeah.
No doubt. Talking to Video Hero.
Yeah.
Y'all know who he is, man.
Yep.
You a big sports fan?
Oh yeah, man. Basketball mainly.
Mainly.
NBA. Yeah.
NBA. Them niggas get on my nerves sometimes, man.
Man, they just soft now, man.
Soft.
And they know. They think about being mean. I think most of these young players, that's all they think about is getting mean on the internet.
Just being a meme
and that's all they're thinking about. In the back of their head, they keep from playing. Yeah, they keep from playing hard. I guarantee you, like, if you did a survey, they'll admit that shit.
It's like they just want to get some money, get some change, and basketball is like 4th or 5th on the list.
Yeah, they just don't got. Yeah, they don't got that hustle, that pride. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like you get. Listen, I mean, I guess it's almost inevitable once these contracts got to going up. So
it's gonna happen. Like when they realize they valuable, they start acting like it. I think. But for the longest, I don't think people. That's why I think LeBron is the greatest, really, over sport. I mean, just the way he ushered in all this money to the NBA, like, you got to give him credit. Like,
and how many niggas he got paid, man?
He got everybody paid.
It's Tristan Thompson's right now getting paid.
He got everybody paid.
To sit on the bench.
And people don't realize that when he did that, he went to Miami and all that. Like, people started like, like, you know what I'm saying? He changed the whole league. Like. The whole league. And
this sounds crazy, but I think that's what Kevin Durant is trying to do.
Yep, he was.
Like I mean, not just on the court, but even off the court.
Yeah.
The production company.
Yeah.
You get he had his own little show for a while. Yeah. I don't know if he's done any movies or anything like that, but it seems like
I feel like he has to executive do something. I can't remember what.
But I feel like LeBron has kind of laid out a blueprint for next guys coming up. Mm-hmm. And I think his first next guy coming up that was trying to kind of copy that was Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he tried. I mean, I don't think he has the personality of LeBron. And he's a little sensitive.
A little bit.
And I think that's his issues.
A little bit. You shoot an insult at LeBron, please. Yeah. He's on the mountain. I don't even think he heard it.
No.
You know what I mean?
KD gonna respond to you on Twitter.
And in some facets, you gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying?
I do, but I don't.
But it's how he comes about it.
Yeah. He like I don't know. Sometimes like at some point you're like, all right, man, I'm Kevin Durant. What? I'm Kevin Durant. Like, why am I talking to y'all? Like, like, you know what I'm saying? At some point, you gotta say that to yourself. Like,
but like I said, I respect at least the humility. He seems like he's willing to have a conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
But it seems like he's the first one that takes it left.
The wrong way,
You know what I'm saying? And y'all keep, so. Yeah. But shout out to Kevin Durant. Shout out to LeBron. Are you like the rest of the sports fans in Oklahoma? Are you a Soon Cal Lake fan?
Oh no.
You know what that means?
Yeah, I know exactly what you know. Most of my homies is
Soon Cal Lake fans.
Most of them Cowboys and Lakers. I already know because most of my homies is.
And who's the college team?
And OU.
There you go.
And
Sooners, Cowboys, Lakers.
And the way I like. One of the reasons I'm not there because I got a lot of friends that are. I just like being different. So I'm O State. Thunder.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Let me see. I got some memorabilia around
Titans
here.
Is my foot NBA NFL.
You said Tennessee Titans?
Yeah. I just started liking them from Eddie George days when they went to the Super Bowl.
Come on, man. I got 2 kids at O State.
For real? I'm
a big fan. You see that over there?
I see it.
I'm a big fan, dude. Yeah. And that's the only reason they go because I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
But
that's what's up.
But everybody in Oklahoma, if you didn't know, Sooners, Dallas Cowboys, LA Lakers, like everybody else. I'm an Eagle fan. Yeah, I said it.
Okay.
My father was a Dallas Cowboy fan.
You wanted to switch up.
Totally
go over to the Ops.
Listen, it was the 1 in 15 year, and I was like, Pops, really?
But why the Eagles though?
I was like, this what you doing?
But why the Eagles? Just to hurt them?
Nah, listen. Well, listen. And kinda, but they were in the same division.
Yeah.
And this is real deal. Black history, man. Philadelphia at one point, the only team, and as a kid, this resonated with me.
Yeah.
Ray Rhodes, black head coach. Rodney Peete, black quarterback.
Yeah.
And then
Randall.
That was after that. But you get what I'm saying.
Damn. You're right.
Deuce Staley.
Yeah.
Randall Cunningham.
Damn.
You see what they're doing with Jalen Hurts now? If you a black quarterback,
that's where you need to go. Donovan.
Donovan.
Yeah.
Philly.
Damn. They do got a whole bunch of. That's crazy. I didn't think about that.
Philly, Pittsburgh, Baltimore.
Sheesh.
Historically.
Yeah.
Are the places where black quarterbacks go and thrive a little bit. So.
Damn, I didn't even think about that, bro.
Yeah, and then with Randall Cunningham, I mean, what he was doing, he was the first one.
He was like 10 years ahead of his time.
Ahead of his time, man. He was the first one, running, jumping, touchdowns, 60-yard passes. I mean, I love Randall Cunningham. So yeah, so that was the reason.
Yeah.
And I came up play sports all my life also. So
yeah.
But I respect these boys, and it's hard work, man.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Doing what they doing out there.
It's physical, like everyday physical work. Like,
whatever you say.
Ain't nothing to, play doing.
Nah.
Yeah.
You either in it or out. What are some of the? I mean, I don't imagine the Cowboys being much of complainers. But what are some of the backlash? What's some of the setbacks that they feel maybe the rodeo culture or maybe black Cowboys in particular have to deal with?
I think coming from the older Cowboys, they feel like the younger ones are like they need a little bit more professionalism, because I think, and then the young they don't see the money, they don't see they see the money, they don't see the growth, how it can grow and be something bigger, and they're just trying to help them to see that. I think some of them see it, some of the young people see it. It's just they don't like them seeing the bigger picture. Like, you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Be professional. I mean, just be professional about it. In anything, though, you're gonna have that generational gap. And I think it's coming together now. But that was a big thing for a while. Yeah.
What's funny though with me, or what's funny to me, and I guess other states in the region, Midwest, South, whatever you consider Oklahoma to be.
What do you think we are?
That's a good question, man. I think
I get a different answer every time I ask somebody that.
Me too. I ask the same thing. When you look at the map, you would say Midwest.
Yeah.
But culture means shit. What you
culture means shit.
What you do means something, and what we do. And then I used to live in Kansas City.
Okay. Yeah.
The real Midwest.
Yeah.
Right. So. What we do down here is South.
Yes.
It's South. It's Southern.
Yes.
We're nice. People who are not from Oklahoma swear we're the nicest people in the world.
Yep, exactly.
Right? So mentality-wise, I would say Southern. I'd say we're South. Although when you look at the map, we're like literally smack dab in the middle.
But culturally, we're Southern.
Yeah.
And that's what I think.
Culture means a lot, man.
It means a whole bunch.
Why was this important for you to get this part of the black culture out there?
I felt that it was unique, and it was something that made sense to me. Like, I always wanted to do a Western. That's initially what happened. Like, I'm still gonna do that. I'm still gonna do that. Definitely still gonna do that. But yeah, that's what got me into it. Like. And I started just following them around, like, damn, this is interesting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just being more intrigued, re-entering that world. Because I went to rodeos as a kid, but I didn't go as, like, after I grew up and left the house, I was gone. So, it was just me getting back acclimated and watching everybody, like, damn, Same, you know what I'm saying? It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a movie.
How was
cinematic.
How was that childhood? Was we talking 2-parent home? Was we?
Oh no,
were we a little knucklehead?
No, I wasn't bad at all. Me, my mom, my sister like 3 or 4 years older than me.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I wouldn't. I stay out of trouble because I watched other people mess up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, I just learned a lot from other people's mistakes.
Whatever you say. Whatever you say.
So I didn't get in trouble a lot. The entire time I could have got in trouble, but I didn't. I was blessed that way. I ain't complaining. You know what I'm saying? But,
hey, now we here, man.
Yeah, now we here.
It worked out for us.
Yeah.
Single parent home.
Mm-hmm.
You think that have affected any of your work, your creativity?
Definitely my work ethic. If not anything, I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? My mama, 2 jobs during tax season because we got our family tax service in Spencer.
Okay.
Shout out West Tax Service.
No doubt. It's tax time.
Yeah.
Go check them out.
769-9550. Well, I just learned her hustle. And my sister, as soon as she turned 16, she was at work, working. Like, so I just seen it. And so like, I knew my way to whatever I wanted was to work hard. You know, that was instilled early.
No doubt about it. Video Hero.
Yep.
Writing Legacy is a documentary.
Yeah.
That's going to hit the scene here pretty soon. Let me see. You said June 11th is going to be at Harkins.
Harkins, 7:30. That's what we want everybody to come out to that one. We want to make some noise. You know what I'm saying? We want to be seen.
June 11th, 7:30 at Harkins, and the day before, June 10th, at 5 p.m. at the Museum of Arts.
Yep.
So there you go, man.
Either one.
Good stuff, man. Congratulations. And real quick, in your area also, we had to say bye to a classic show in Snowfall. 6 seasons.
Masterpiece, masterclass.
Rest in peace, John Singleton.
Man, the big homie.
What does that do? What that do for you? What would, for someone who's a director, videographer, filmmaker, seeing something like that, what did Snowfall do for you? What kind of battery that put in your back?
Since the episode 1 of this last season, I've been like anxious. Like, I don't think they're gonna land this plane. You know what I'm saying? How they gonna close this?
Yeah.
I don't know. But man, that last episode affected me. Like, I don't think any episode affected me that much. Like, just watch. I didn't cry, but it's like, damn. Like, you feel it. It's like, should I be happy for Franklin? He free, but he not. He victim to the alcohol now.
It's so, but it's so real. We, especially in the black community, we know a bunch of Franklin. We know cats like this.
And the beautiful thing, like directing wise, they showing you his spiral, literal spiral, like during the whole episode. He progresses, he gets worse and worse. Like, he gets more out of his mind until he gets to the bottle. Like, they spinning the camera around, they showing you what he's seeing. He not seeing nothing else. He can't hear nothing. He's losing it. They showing you all that. Like,
and then they'll cut to him coming out the liquor store.
Yeah.
And he down in the whole
they
fifth. They
showing you all of it.
He down in the whole fifth of liquor right there.
That's
in the
how
car.
alcoholics are made.
Yeah.
Ended up like his dad. Like, he didn't want to. Who was an alcoholic at first.
And that's the whole circle back. And that's the whole circle.
That's how you close this. That's how you close the series though, bro. Like, they thought about all that.
Yeah.
Like, sheesh.
If John Singleton was here, we get a different ending? Or do you think that may have been something that was predetermined?
Yeah, I read somewhere that John Singleton always had like 2 different endings he had in mind. I guess this was one of them.
Okay.
So that's what I read. I don't know if it's completely true, but I think it was on one of them sites, IndieWire or something like that.
I read something a few seasons ago. I think just when John Singleton passed, and they were talking about how he is bringing something new as far as the aesthetics and the lighting that he used, and I kind of started paying attention. I was like, wow, it was true. You know, it would be, I don't know if it was camera tricks or just editing after the fact and just little technology tricks that he found out, but it was true. It's hard to explain, but you know, it would be certain hues, if you will, a certain color.
It's the cinematographer knowing how to light black people.
Right. Okay.
That's all that is. Like, he know how to light black people to make us glow, make us, you know, shine. You know what I'm saying? We do different. Our melanin does different things off the light when light hits it.
That's interesting.
So that was the big deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? The director, DP, they both came together. Like, this is how we light black people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Compared
to
it's a white person, they light a scene, but they don't light it for black people. It's two different things. Because like a dark, like, I would need more light than you. You know what I'm saying? I would need more light than a white person. I would need, like, they, you know what I'm saying? And some people just light, like, one size fits all. You don't do that. You can't, not for darker people.
Now, would that be, you say you need more light, would that be to see more of the details and things in your face?
Yes. Just my face in general. Especially, like, you know what I'm saying? And don't let them get, like Issa Rae does that. Insecure. They light black people beautiful. They put a blue, you put a blue light on like a dark person, bro. It's beautiful. It just is. Moonlight, the movie. That's another movie that they light black people.
Moonlight.
Like, it's Queen and Slim. They know how to light. They're very, you know what I'm saying? It's certain films you can see and they look like they know how to light black people.
Takes me back to Belly.
Yeah.
And Hype Williams.
He started, like, a lot of those trends you see is him.
Yeah.
A lot of ideas with lighting and stuff come from Hype Williams. Like, people don't want to give him his credit, but he started
or just music, rap videos in general.
Yes,
you know
all of it. Into film, this like editing. Like, bro, you look at trying to think of a scene that like, it's so many lighting choices that you can see they came up watching Hype videos.
Talk about the opening scene with me.
Belly.
Belly. You remember that?
It don't get no better, man.
When they in the club and you know and they walking through in slow motion and the smoke. That whole scene, the lighting,
one shot of
the slow motion, the one shot.
Bro,
was that Aaliyah in the bathroom when he went and picked up the guns?
I didn't remember who was in the bathroom.
That was lit. But
they telling the story like off top. They like, these niggas ain't nothing to fuck with. That's that whole scene telling you, like, without saying.
And the lights did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
They devious.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's bro. You know, like openings, that's one of the best to this day.
Let's go to the other one. Kanye's documentary, last year?
Genius, beautiful.
Last year, a couple years ago.
Beautiful.
And then you got Tupac that's going on right now.
Yeah. I started watching it. Dear Mama, that was called? Yeah, I started watching that one a couple days ago.
If you saw the Kanye one and you're watching the Tupac one, you see the similarities in those dudes.
Yeah.
You see the similarities in their mothers.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, brilliant black women, single parents, and did what they could for them. But the outcome was so different as far as Pac and Kanye.
Yeah. It's just identity issues, man. That's what I feel like. Not even identity issues. It's like them wanting to belong to something so bad.
Yeah.
But they geniuses, both of them. Pac and Ye, to me.
They are, no doubt. No doubt. One thing the Kanye thing, though, is I found out that, and it's kind of, I guess it goes to his genius and it speaks to whose ever idea it was, Jay-Z, Dame Dash, whoever. But I saw something on, I think I was scrolling social media and it said that, you know, that whole Kanye persona of him just walking in people's office and jumping on desks and rapping and all that.
I heard the stories about it,
They worked up this persona that he's just kind of this go forward, wild, by any means necessary. You know, I'm gonna do it. I saw that was really a marketing ploy. By Rockefeller, Jay-Z, whoever. Dane, you know, Leor Cohen, whoever. That was all recorded and pre-planned.
Man.
For him to go in there and jump on people's desk and it was to show his tenacity.
Okay,
you know,
it was
just and I was like, wow, really? So that whole shit was fake? Not that it was
Yeah,
fake,
not
but
fake,
it was.
yeah, it was playing.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It was like they saw something in this kid.
Mm-hmm.
They say, you know what? We're gonna flip it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And say, look how hungry he is.
Yeah.
Look how
It
because
worked.
I do believe at one point I think he did it to somebody,
Yeah.
and they just saw that and said, wow, that's a show right there.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like something, yeah.
Let's market this and before the first album, and you know, the rest is history. See what it turned into now.
Something special.
It was special at the time, but now, as of right now, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the guy.
Whatever you say.
He's someone like I'm interested to see how he comes back.
Well, the word is they say what Adidas got $1 billion of shoes.
Yeah.
They can't sell.
Yeah.
So
they gonna need him back. They gonna need him.
Hey man, cut them shits half off. I bet you'll sell the shit. You'll sell them shit.
For real.
You know. But as someone who does a lot of their work behind the camera, can you like see that? Can you see someone when you turn the camera on? There's something else.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like if you looking, you would definitely see that. Like it be like, okay, he got something, or she got something. Like, you know, it's something that is like some people that like, sometimes I tell people like the camera just like they say that it's a true statement. The camera loves you. Mm-hmm. It's something that just happens. Like you don't. Some people just fill the whole frame out like this, like they have that energy, that charisma that you need to, you know. Some people just got it, and you just want to keep going, like whatever they're doing.
I know it's hard to explain, but what, as someone that's behind the camera, what do you see? What are you seeing when? And then sometimes, listen, you turn the camera on, and there's another person on the negative side. Yeah.
Some people just shrivel up. They can't handle it. They get giggly, or you know, they get super nervous. Some people are just, but the people that I'm talking about are like this instant, like they was born for this. Like they thought about doing this. You know what I'm saying? They put some thought into it. They and them the people I want. The people that care. You know what I'm saying? They're fearless. You know?
Yeah. Have you done the any acting in front of the camera?
Oh no, I did voice acting in Paige Howard, but no.
It's not your thing?
No, it's not my thing. I'm not Adam Sandler or Spike. I ain't up there yet.
Oh man, come on. I love Spike, but I don't have he doesn't have to get in his own movies.
No, he just like to. But he a character though. That's the thing. Spike is a character. So
him walking.
I can see him. Yeah, I can see him being. It makes sense. He's an actual character. He's a great actor too.
Him walking, like the way he walks, is pretty interesting.
So he needs to be like, you know, I can see him. Everybody, there's a couple people, you know, have to be in your movies, bro.
Yeah. You brought up Adam Sandler. What is it about Adam Sandler? He has a.
I like Adam Sandler.
He has a theme to his movies too.
Yeah, he's goofy, and he puts all his homies on. All his homies is in his movies.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think like Adam Sandler is the white version of Tyler Perry. But
yeah, okay.
That's the seriousness. Like nobody watches Adam Sandler, but everybody watches Adam Sandler. It's like he has his demographic, he has his market, his niche market, and he can eat off them for years, just like Tyler Perry. He has his market. They can care less if me or you go. We might not be his market. His market is gonna make him more billions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he's good. And for that, like I respect Tyler. You know what I'm saying, that way. But I don't like his factory way of filmmaking.
Come on, man. Can we get something else?
He's a billionaire. He thinks like that. Like I can't.
It worked for me.
He's like, I know what I'm saying. That's why I can't knock nobody that's a billionaire. What do I know? You know what I'm saying? It's working for him. It's working for his demographic. It's working for his core audience. That's all that matters, really.
Yeah. It's a comedian out there called Jared Carmichael.
Mm-hmm. Gerard, yeah.
Gerard Carmichael, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the jokes he tells, he's not a Tyler Perry fan.
Mm-hmm.
He says, one of black people's problems right now, you know, and that's a big general statement.
Right, yeah.
When black people, especially when black people say it. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
One of black people's problems in life is Tyler Perry movies. Right? And it's a mean thing to say.
Yeah.
But I think we kind of know what we know what he's getting at.
Yeah.
You know, Tyler Perry harps on one subject and he's going to beat it till the cows come home. As far as black filmmakers, is the creativity part of the filmmaking kind of what we're missing or what we've been missing? We're getting a little bit of that with Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
With Jordan Peele.
Peele. Them two of my favorites right now too.
I mean, they're the only ones, kind of biggest ones tracking right now.
That show, that inspired me so much, man. It like, that show is like, I want to create like an Oklahoma version of that. Like I want that show. I don't know what it was. It's the surrealism, like the way it would go to like nuanced, like niche black shit. Yeah. And then do some weird out of this where like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? I just love that.
And then they would tie it all around, tie it back together with like a little history moment.
I think it was too much. Like it should have got the praise like Snowfall though. I don't hear it like I hear Power. You know what I'm saying? It's like it just.
Atlanta was a brilliant show. It is a brilliant show.
I think, I don't know, like farther down the line, somebody gonna slip up on like, whoa, this shit is, what is this? I think you said the nuance of it. Yeah. You have to be black and grow up in the black culture to understand half these jokes. That's why I'm like, this is probably like the blackest show on TV. And or even to be in some of the situations that they would find themselves in. Yeah. You know, like, what would a black person do in this situation? Right. And it's real life.
But here's what we put up with. Here's what some random white person screams out. And here's the you know, it's a real good show, man. And
I wish everybody watched Atlanta. Like that's
I'm surprised when black people say they don't.
Man, me too. Some people say that I don't get it because it ain't just linear. Like this happened and this happened and this happened. Nah, they gonna mess it around.
I can't lie. I mean, there's been a few episodes. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Whatever you say.
But that's, you know, me personally, I like that.
Yeah, I like that. I like that whole that anthology season where really none of them was in it. The second to last season?
The second, third season.
Yeah, it was like when none of them was in none of these. It was just short films they wanted to make, but it was about black culture and people. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know.
No, I like it. And you brought up anthology. It reminds me of what just went off, the Wu-Tang series.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang, they each like,
and they start experimenting.
Yeah. Old Dirty Bastard, Ghostface and Raekwon.
Yeah.
Who else? RZA. I think like they
all Jizzard, yeah.
They all had their own kind of episodes at one point that was based on solely them. Yeah. And it was something that was creatively outside of
the norm.
Of the norm and of the even the episode before. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They got to be creative. And that's what happens when you have a successful show. They give you more green lights. Like, can I do this? Yeah. They probably couldn't pull that off first season.
But my one problem with Wu-Tang, or with that particular series, they were using props from Tyler Perry Studios. RZA, you got to get some better braids than that, dude.
Yeah, their braids was crazy.
You're killing me.
Their braids was crazy. Like, what is it?
That's another thing about Snowfall. Leon, I respect. Them was real braids.
You can see it.
Those were real braids.
That's it. Like, Snowfall is the most, it felt like authentic. Like, that shit felt real. Like, that's hard to pull off. It's really hard to pull off.
Well, I think as far as, you know, in the black culture, we know, you know, at least from what Freeway Ricky Ross told us. Yeah. You know, we know that story. Yeah. And the CIA bringing dope in. So, you know, we know that story first. If you're of a certain age.
Right.
And the fact that that's how it started. Yeah. And it played out pretty real. You know, it played out to how, you know, we can go to certain parts of the city and see a bunch of Franklins walking around. Yeah. You know, and that's the other half of it. Listen, man.
And everybody know one of them dope, you know what I'm saying, ex-dope boys that's, man, I used to be this and that, and they be telling the truth. Right. They was really that.
You might have to believe some of these winos.
They was really that. They really was. And, you know what I'm saying? And they just fell off, just like Franklin.
But that was the realness of it, and that's why it was such a topic of discussion for another 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, after it went off, because listen, that last 10 minutes of that last episode,
Yeah.
some cats saw their daddies.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, some cats saw their daddies that used to be the shit, used to come through on the weekends to pick them up in the T-top Cutlass.
Yep.
But look at them now, you know. So that was a real, that was a real moment. Luckily, you know, I had my father in my life, but I know a lot of, I know a lot of cats that didn't, and that's exactly what it looked like, man.
Yeah, that shit was beautiful, man. You couldn't. It showed the whole progression, like everything was happening with Franklin. It was slowly like getting more desperate and desperate as the show. You know what I'm saying? You just that desperation just ran everything. And
at any moment, he could have stopped and threw his hands up.
Desperate,
and, you know, but
desperate, ready to kill his friend. Like you know what I'm saying? People like, why Leon didn't get him that money? Like, I mean, at that point, it wasn't to work, man. He was too far gone.
You know,
he was ready to kill him over that.
And I respect Leon. Leon was like, your mama didn't want you to have it, and I ain't gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
You know, she locked up because of that shit. But one of the best parts though was, did you notice when what's the name? Dimson Idra, what's the name?
Oh
Franklin,
yeah, Dimson.
When Franklin had his training day Denzel moment.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but he was out.
When he was in Leon, he was at Leon's house. He said, "What if I just take it?"
Whatever you say.
And Leon's homie said, "Like, hold on, about 5-6 niggas pulled out."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was about to try to kill. He was about to kill you for that.
And Leon had about 4 or 5 homies step up. Like, hold on now, you finna do what?
Not here.
And what Franklin do? He looked around. And said, "Oh, okay." I said, "This nigga went Denzel."
Like, I'm going crazy. I ain't stupid.
I said he went Denzel and Trader Day there.
Yeah, he definitely pulled from Denzel. He was acting his ass off though. Like that actually made me a believer. Like he got it.
I asked Nicole about that. Is it, if you're a black actor right now and you're going for these roles and they're giving it to the Euro guy, how you feeling right now? For American role.
It's hard to hate because most of these people that's getting them are really good. They really good. But they grow up in a different system, whereas we're more prone, our black men are more prone to go the athletic route. They have a big theater structure there where acting is like, you know what I'm saying, it's the thing. Like most of them grew up in theater. That's what like they train for this. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not, we just a lot of us, I mean, some of them go to film school, definitely. Go to acting school, but for the most part, we just run up in it. They take it serious. So, like, I would say, like, my favorite, like, Damson, Idris, homie Fred Hampton,
oh, yeah, from Queen of Slim.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name.
It's like, they some of my favorite like, actors. But you know what I'm saying? So, it's like, I can't
Idris Elba?
Idris, yeah, I can't hate on them. I can't. It's hard. If it was somebody else whack, but them they cold.
They represent well.
Yeah,
they represent well.
We had one that was bubbling, but he messing that up with them girls. Majors. Yeah, he had that. He had that authenticity that he can transform. He can do.
Was he not a Euro?
No, he from America.
From the States.
Yeah,
okay,
he from America. I can't think of where exactly. And we lost Chadwick. Chadwick was one of ours too.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? We don't have that new crop. Like Michael B, he's like The Rock type person. He's an action hero. I don't see him as
Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah, pulling no drama out. You know what I'm saying? But
you don't think so?
I don't know if he got it. I think he should be like action. Like he can do those big Will Smith fight. And he didn't go that route.
Yeah.
I think. He has the charisma, he got the look, he can do that all day. I think. Like the more Creeds, like that's him. That's his lane. That
I am
blockbuster.
I am kind of salty about Jonathan Majors and just how
he was gonna be special, bro.
But it just how it came about. Like now, out of nowhere.
That's how I go.
You know what I mean?
And he fell victim to it. I feel like I don't know what happened. I really don't. I can't.
Word is, it's a bunch of Me Too stuff.
Yeah.
You know, a bunch of allegations.
He did it. But yeah, it can't be a more sadder grand opening, grand closing.
Right.
He was in 2 of the biggest movies back to back, bro.
Yeah.
Ant-Man, and then go to Creed 3. And he had 2 more coming. He had another movie where he was like a stripper or something coming. Then he had another like war movie. It's like he had him in the tuck, like
back to back to back.
They was positioning him to be that. You know what I'm saying?
That's why it's so funny that it came down now.
Yeah.
That all this shit happens.
It's very
now.
convenient, of course. It's how it goes.
I don't want to call you local, but you up and coming, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to make our way
trying
through this thing.
Yeah.
You believe in that? I don't know. I won't call it conspiracy theory stuff, but Hollywood, it just works different. You got to work a fine line.
Yeah.
Or, something like this.
I do, yeah.
Some shit you had lined up all of a sudden just disappears.
I do believe there are other, like, A-list actors, if this happened to you, we would never heard about it. Of course. But for whatever reason, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, if he did the shit, he did the shit. It's just, he's the dumbest nigga alive if he did. Like, doing that, like, that timing is horrible. Like, you about to blow, bro. Like, he was literally on the cusp of like that next level, bro. That big money, big blockbuster. Him starring in, you know what I'm saying? He just ruined it. If it was conspiracy, I would believe it. If he did it, I believe it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know, bro. Like, you just don't know nowadays.
Isn't that how wild it is? That's how wide open this shit is.
Yeah, it's how,
it could be either that or that.
That's the one thing I tell people, like, even though like I don't fuck with Trump or nothing like that, he really opened people's eyes. Like, damn, the news do be lying. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The right and the left, they just be lying.
Yeah.
You don't really pay attention until, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn.
I remember when he was talking about TikTok.
Yeah.
And how bad it is, and how, and then come to find out, damn. Yeah. Really? So old orange guy was telling the truth, huh?
Yeah. He good for something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good for a couple things. That's it.
Maybe we need to shut that down, but whatever. The toothpaste out the tube now.
Yeah, it's done now. Done now.
I don't know if you can get.
It's too much money being made.
Right. I don't know if you can get these guys to shut it down now.
It ain't happening.
Video Hero Riding Legacy is a documentary. And real quick, tell me about the rowing.
Rowing. Oh yeah. Why this different ball game? Last year, beginning of last year, Shantae Alexander, she's the producer. She just had this idea just to do that. Like, she wanted to bring togetherness to black schools in the city. Like, you know what I'm saying? She started the Black Alumni Coalition, which is, just a coalition of black alumni that we just coming together and trying to make things, better. And then she came up with the rowing idea and asked me to come film one day. And I was like, okay, I just pulled up. And I was like, okay, yeah, this gonna be dope. Like, this could be dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we just went from there. Like, we need to make this documentary. Then, first thing I thought about, like, Cool Runnings, that the movie, because it's like these black people not just entering this world, entering this world like not knowing nothing about this world. It's doing this for the first time. It's just unique to watch that, And I thought, that's what it was.
Now, are these high schools, colleges?
No, they like everybody's like around like the age, like they graduated from whenever. 01, 2000, 2010. It's like whenever. If you're alumni, they all on there. And
in Oklahoma a few years ago, they built the
canal,
the river down there,
and it's Olympic. Like the Olympics, like they train
down
like,
there. Yeah,
it's official. Like, we got one of the few good canals in the world. So I mean, it's just crazy that I didn't know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know that the people are here really to train for the Olympics and stuff. Like,
I'm interested to look at that one, man. I'm interested to see how you tackle black folks in swimming, period.
Yeah, exactly.
Black folks do not like the water.
And that's why it's called Water is a Different Ballgame. Well, it's a reason why somebody says it in the movie, and that's why I just wanted to keep that in that movie. You'll see why it's the way he explained it. Water is a different ballgame.
It's another world. I watch a lot of Animal Planet, Blue Earth, and shit like that.
Yeah, me too.
Listen, when they do the ocean episodes, them is totally those are totally different worlds.
Don't get me started on the oceans, bro. See, I can't avoid the oceans. Worlds, the oceans, bro. That's where I'm fascinated with the oceans, bro. like fascinated.
When you taking the camera down there and getting that footage?
I be like, the thing is, I'm so scared of what I'll see because I believe so much stuff is down there that I wouldn't be the same.
Have you seen this show called Drain the Lakes?
Yep.
Drain the Ocean?
Drain the Ocean, yep.
Ain't that crazy?
It's crazy, bro. You just don't know, bro. Like,
ain't that crazy?
It's scary, man. It's scary, like what can be down there and what can be. It's so much history down there, let alone like the species of animals that's so deep underground that they don't blow up from that pressure of being 1,000 trillion feet deep. You know what I'm saying? It's different kind of things down there. Like it's different.
How long? How deep is the ocean? How long that thing been down there?
It's high as the space, bro. It's just like
right.
And that's what people not realizing. Like people don't go down there, like because it's vast. It's literally vast. 70% of the world is water. So. And
then they have, one thing I found out, you can go, you go down there and dive around. Yeah. And, you'll see your fish and your corals and your reefs. Yeah. But in the ocean, there's another layer. There's another under down there where you can't see. Nah. Where it's too dark. Black.
Ain't no light down there.
Right. Yeah. You see the sharks splashing around and the whales. But no, there's another. Yeah. There's another basement down there.
And them animals down there look a lot different.
And they totally
a lot uglier.
And
a lot more alien like. You know what I'm saying? It's different, man. But it's fascinating too. Like I just like learning stuff, man. Like,
no, I'm right there with you, man. You never.
I fall down a rabbit hole just learning about everything. Like you know what I'm saying?
Never too old to start to start learning.
That's real. That's facts.
And keep learning while you're at it.
Keep learning. That's what I'm doing, man. Learning every day. I learn from everybody.
Is it important to you to offset stereotypes?
Yeah.
When we're talking about black folks and how we're portrayed to the rest of the world.
Definitely. We definitely guard it like that. We definitely, always thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things, like for instance, the one thing we did, 2018, we did a short little comedy for it's a film festival called 48 Hour Film Festival, and you get 2 days to make a movie, and we made this spoof on like Uno, and called Draw 4, but we was all dressed in wigs, and I was shooting it.
The card game Uno?
Yeah, it was funny. It's funny. It's a funny skit, hilarious skit. Okay. We off the dome, we just made something hilarious, and we showed it at a Tower Theater in front of a crowd, big crowd too, because there's a whole festival there. Everybody loved it. We won Audience Choice Award. But the whole time we laughed, they was laughing. We was back there thinking like, are they laughing at us?
Right.
We like quote unquote cooning, but even though we wasn't, we were just being funny. Did they like us because we like hyper black? Is it really? You know what I'm saying? We started questioning ourselves. Yeah. So after that, we really haven't even done no comedies after that. Really, honestly, now I think about it.
It reminds me of that's the story that Dave Chappelle told.
Yeah.
Why he walked away from his show.
Exactly. It's like, why is it so funny?
And it's not even that you're laughing.
We thought it was good. Don't get me wrong. But it's just
you're laughing too hard.
Yeah. You know
what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a certain sound in your laugh that
right.
It sounds like it's coming from a different place.
Right. And I'm still proud of that too. To this day, Draw 4. That shit was hilarious.
So is that a tough line to walk?
It is because you have to be, because you don't never want to be called a coon. You don't want to be cooning, bro. Like, and when you're doing, like, I guess some black people don't know.
Some don't.
I can't judge, but if you really in the culture, when you cooning, bro. When you doing that. Like, it's certain things that culturally we can agree on,
Kanye was cooning.
He was cooning. He was like, Kanye only cares about Kanye. I think people need to realize that. Yeah. He don't care about white, black, nothing. He care about what's best for Kanye right now. That's it. Nothing else matters. And when people realize that's the way he thinks, it's easier. He's not thinking about no extra moves. He's thinking about him.
How is that? I look at Kanye and I think, that's a sad story, man.
Yeah.
This is a sad ending.
Yeah, yeah, and it's very sad. Even watching the Genius doc, it's like it's inspired. His story was inspiring. Like watching him, like hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Very.
And it just like go from that to man.
And then the reality kicks in. You say, "Well, how we get here?"
Yeah, that same like self-confidence, that same obsession that got him there is what led him over the edge. You know what I'm saying?
But it was all wrapped in just wanting to be
right.
You know what I'm saying? Not comfortable in your own.
Yeah.
Just wanting to be associated with the you know, the whoever he feels at the top of the top of the line. But you know, I'm glad he's kind of gone dark and kind of disappeared for a minute.
Yeah.
Go get himself together. So
like black people, we'll give him another chance. It depends on how he come back. If he come back with some fire, we're gonna forgive him. Easy. It's done. Like, it never happened. What happened? I'll come back. We're good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Candace Owens too.
Yeah, for real. And that's another one. That's cooning.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, and then I think the thing with Kanye is that he so wants to be down and wants to be associated with whoever that other people see that. Yeah. And they take advantage, and they use him and take advantage of him. And but it's crazy how he has no. It's like he doesn't see that.
He doesn't care. He only sees him. He don't see his he don't have peripheral vision. He's just looking at him. How does this benefit me? How is this about me? How do I look at this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's his whole thing. That's all that matters right now. And that's what got him where he is. But I mean, gift and a curse, I guess, you know. Gift and a curse.
You know, Video Hero, you brought up Lonnie Walker.
Yeah.
Had a hell of a game last night.
Lonnie Walker.
For the LA Lakers. But that, real quick, hit the music. That reminds me of shouting out my sponsor. Lonnie's Law Firm. Shout out Lonnie's Law Firm. Free consultations. As long as he's free, that is. 188, you know. Call today, and remember, if you did it, let them know, because finessing is Lonnie's Law. All right? Don't get burned. Call Lonnie's Law Firm. And that is one of the sponsors for the Whatever You Say podcast.
Yes, sir.
Shout out my man Lonnie. 1-888, you know. We're talking to Video Hero right now.
Yep.
Writing legacy, highlighting the black cowboy culture in Oklahoma. He's from Spencer, Oklahoma.
Yep.
And that's primarily where the documentary takes place. But man, there's a lot of little towns in Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, we learned that. We learned that too.
Okmulgee, Muskogee.
Yeah, we learned about all that.
I know they do that thing out there in Tulsa.
Hayden,
Bowley, no doubt.
All over, man.
Enid,
Arcadia.
Yeah.
We learned about all these. Just going on the rodeo circuit, you just like, dang, these little pockets, these little black little Spencers. That's all they is. Like Spencers. Like not saying they like us, but it's like this small town, small black towns. It's little, like, everywhere you go, you don't really realize it until you go to these rodeos. And they still surviving, you know. They historical black towns, like, you know what I'm saying?
Now, what are some of the setbacks? I'd imagine, you know, the black rodeos don't get the same sponsorship.
Oh no.
You know, as some of the big time white.
Now, not on the definitely on the PCRA level, but a couple black cowboys are getting some. Like I know one, Ronnie Davis, he has a Wrangler deal. Torrey Johnson, he has a Crown Royal deal. Tipton, he got a couple deals. It's different. Like they starting to acknowledge, they starting to see the profit. So I guess these brands are starting to come now. They starting to see the market for it.
Have you learned about some black cowboys in the rodeo?
We learned about the history of Pony Express, like how it even started. We learned about, and that's in the doc. We learned about the history of bulldogging, which is bull riding.
Bulldogging? Oh, bull riding.
They was originally called bulldogging.
Okay.
That's what Bill Pickett called it.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's the originator of it, and he learned in Ponca City, Oklahoma.
How about some black rodeo contenders. I know you named a couple that's out there that have some sponsorships, but
Yeah.
I mean, are they really ready to put one up to that? Was it PBR?
PCR, yeah.
PCR?
Well, they got. I mean, Pony Express doesn't have that next level. That's what they're working on now. But bull riding, Tory Johnson, he definitely in that circuit right now.
Yeah.
Tipton, he's won the championship. He won Rookie of the Year and the title there. So it's people that's there now. And there's a lot of calf ropers is in it. Yeah, but we're trying to get some more like bronc riders, stuff like that. And
what about in Oklahoma? We got some hot ones, some up and coming black rodeoists in Oklahoma.
It's plenty. Let's put me a name.
Who's the hottest right here in Oklahoma on the black cowboy side?
It depends on who you ask. It's either like Country Boys as a whole or Ronnie Davis. Those two, I would say that.
Shout out to the Country Boys. I know they won that thing the other day.
Yeah.
That picture that's a crazy picture.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, I'm on some other shit right now, but
they legends, man.
I've seen a lot of videos start out that same way.
Yeah.
5 guys all dressed alike, smiling at a young lady. That is a wild picture.
I just see what you're saying now.
That's a wild picture.
It took me a minute. I get it now. You dog.
That's a wild picture.
You dog.
Hey, frame that. Frame that. I'm sorry. But as soon as I saw that picture, I was like, "What is this?" But shout out to the Country Boys, man. Now on the other side, not gonna say on the other side, but when you talk about black cowboys coming up and trying to get their just due and their sponsorship and all that and their reputation up, I think of Bubba Wallace.
Yeah.
On the NASCAR side.
On NASCAR, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As, one of the, I ain't gonna say he's the only one out there, but kind of one of the first black race car drivers out there.
Yeah, that's really like winning.
Really winning and actually trying to get it out there. And we know what happened a few years ago when somebody put a noose up in his bay.
Yeah, I remember that.
In his warehouse where,
they talking about that gaslight, talking about you tripping, bro.
Yeah, man.
Nah, that ain't what it is.
Okay. But I would imagine black cowboys that are in the rodeo world.
Oh yeah, they
have that same some of that same experience.
Janelle Tipton, he's told us stories about that, like and we're gonna save a lot of them because but he's experienced a lot of that. Like he's seen it, he's seen it, and that's a real thing because he was like one of the first. Like I ain't gonna say he was the first. He was like one of the first in that world. Like really on that level, like killing it right at that point. Yeah. And he was getting it. He was getting it from all, like, you know what I'm saying? They was going at him. Like it was different. But he paid the way for people,
What kind of health insurance these guys have?
I always wanted to ask that because you don't get health insurance for being in a rodeo.
Right.
I know that shit is high if they knew they was doing this.
And let's be honest, if I'm a health insurance company corporation, and a guy in the rodeo comes and wants insurance from me, I might not give it to him.
Because they gonna get hurt.
I'm like, dude, it's
gonna be bad.
You jumping on
it might be minor. Yeah. But like I said, somebody broke their leg last weekend. Like this in Pony Express. It's dangerous. It's all of it.
I might not give it to you, man.
Yeah.
That's why your mama, grandma, grandpa, somebody need to know some holistic,
Yeah.
We need to take some all naturals and
right.
Some Mr. Miyagi hand, gestures or something and figure it out. But we shall see what happens.
Right.
What's the plan with this? I mean, I know we're doing film festival. A hurry up and wait kind of a situation. I know. I mean, are we going for theaters? Are we going for?
Yeah, we're going for
streaming sites, and
we're looking to get it, sell it. We're looking to get it bought by one of these, big streaming companies.
Then we ain't gonna see y'all no more, huh?
Hey man, I mean, y'all gonna see if we get some money, y'all gonna see a lot of me. I'm building, like, you know what I'm saying. We about to make a Hollywood out here, like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. What does it do for you when you saw, look at these moving pictures that I recorded and showed people, and they what does that see?
That's the best feeling in the world.
What does Video Hero see
That's the best feeling in the world. Like anything you show in a theater in front of a lot of people that you made, it's like you get real anxious. Like, will they like it? Will they think it's funny?
Yeah.
Will they think it's sad? Whatever you want them, the emotion you want them to think, you question yourself. Like, did I do it? And then you feel it. You hear them laughing. You hear them reacting when you want them to react. It's just like, bro, this is like, if you love film, like, ain't no better feeling than that.
What's some of the reactions you got from this?
It's like a chef, like, putting their heart and soul into something, and whoever they judge it, whoever is there just eating it and loving it. It's like that satisfaction you get, like, thank you. You know what I'm saying?
What's some of the feedback you got on this one?
Hey, man, it's like, thank you. A whole lot of thank yous. Like, I think from the Cowboys' perspective, they don't get highlighted enough. At all, for that matter. Sometimes, like, they do it themselves. They had to do it themselves, and they only just want, like, they want to be seen, like you know, all them sports, like high schoolers, they get all the little cool little highlight videos. They want to live in that. They want to get some of that. They want that shine. Like, why shouldn't they? They athletes just like them.
Yeah.
If not more, you know. So it's like, I get it, and they just happy and thankful that, you know. And a lot of them don't know how unique they are. Like, that's what it is. It's like, that's their everyday life. Like, yeah, I think that's cool. Okay. You know?
Right.
A lot of them are like that.
I was talking to Nicole, and she was saying, yeah, you know, we had to be on their time.
Yeah, they do whatever.
Yeah, they didn't have no time for us to,
yeah.
Hey, we're going to shoot this and shoot that, and we need you over here at this time. They're like, no, I got cows.
When you're dealing with, like, real cowboys.
Got horses to take care of.
Yeah, you might have to set a time, like, oh, damn, my horse got out. You know what I'm saying? They got to go handle that. What you gonna say? No? Fuck your horse? No. I mean, they really have stuff to do. So it's like, you might catch it, you might not. You can't force it. You just got to go where they at. You know what I'm saying? Make it happen.
How much extra time did that add to this whole process?
It took a minute, because you know, like, they just move on their own pace, like, on their own time. You know, that's how they move. Like, you're not gonna rush them no matter what you say to them. They're gonna move how they want to move, and I respect that, because they live in their own world. Like, you know what I'm saying? I keep saying that, but it's a very true thing. They live in they exist in their world that nothing else matters, really. You know what I'm saying?
Did they show you?
I respect that.
Did the old guys have the little pistol in their boot?
Oh yeah. They always had. Most of them had. Some of them had them added on their waist too. But
this is Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's Oklahoma. That's normal. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to that. Like, you know, that ain't nothing. Yeah, it's just interesting to see, man. It's just it's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. That's the best way to explain it.
I can't wait to check it out, man.
Yeah, definitely.
June 11th, Harkins Theater.
Yep.
Or the day before, June 10th, at the Museum of Art.
Yep.
Hey, man, I'm being one of them. Check those out. Maybe both.
Just let me know, bro.
Maybe both. Who knows? Yep. But Video Hero.
Yes, sir.
Keon, Nicole, Jacqueline. Yeah. I appreciate you guys, man. I'm sure the entire city of Oklahoma, the small city of Spencer.
Yeah.
I'm sure they appreciate you guys, and
definitely.
You know, and put on for the city, man. We're proud that you guys out there making those moves.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just glad that I can kind of highlight it and put a spotlight on you folks, man.
Yeah, that's real. I appreciate you, bro. For real. Appreciate you having me. Appreciate your platform, all that. I appreciate you. This is dope.
How are my videos, man? You a cinematographer. Let me know.
Good. They looking good.
How my videos?
You edited it?
Yeah,
it was nice. I see what you was doing. I was watching the Coles ones. Yeah.
I'm a one-man band over here.
That's dope, man.
We trying to figure it out, man.
Dope.
I'm gonna reach out to you, get some more tips.
Yeah. Let me know. Just hit me up, bro. I got you.
Cause you know what? Cause listen,
you already got the MacBook.
I do. We're all audio. We're all audio right now.
Yeah.
I need some camera. I need a couple cameras. You know, get the visual side of it.
You get you some like little Canons, you can get some GoPros, bro. You light it right, you know. You be good.
Yeah.
You be good.
Getting some movie game from Video Hero. That's all. When are we going movies? I mean, we're doing a documentary thing now.
That's next.
Are we going full scale 2-hour movie?
That's next. That's the Western. That's been in me for, like, I can't function till I get that out of me. You know what I'm saying? We got to make it happen. I think this is a good time. It's going to be the heels of our riding legacy, so it'd be easier probably to get money. or we'll see.
You got props.
Yeah, we got
You know what
bro.
I'm saying?
It's so much, bro.
You got props.
I got, bro. I ain't gonna. Yeah, I want to do a western.
Don't spill the beans.
I just want to do a western. That's really what I've been wanting to do.
Well, are we now? We going Django? We going like spaghetti western kind of nuance?
It's gonna be a kind of spaghetti. 'Cause I like humor. I like to laugh, and I think.
What was the other one? Harder They Fall.
And see, you notice how the tones. I love the tones. Like they can go from funny, but they can go back to killing. You know what I'm saying? It's just you have to be entertained. That's all. Like westerns, especially, you have to be entertained at the end of the day. You got to tell a good story, of course, but you have to entertain. You got to. People gonna say something funny. That's cool. That you want that. You want laughs, but you want some real, dire situations to happen.
What was the one? Not the Harder They Fall. The Magnificent Seven.
That was a good one. I like that one too.
Was that the one Denzel was in? Right?
Yeah.
And I just thought it was cool that you have all those different characters.
Ways of life, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Coming together, yeah. And that was a remake, so it's been made back in like the early 40s or 50s or something like that, like that. But just that story that's been told in like so many different other ways, like other than westerns. Like you know what I'm saying? Them was one of them timeless stories. Like that's why I like Magnificent.
Well, because it's a little bit of history, a little bit of real life American history involved.
Exactly.
In that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was, and then like I remember I was interviewing Josiah Overstreet. He's another actor.
I gotta get him in the West. That's what I got a plan for him.
Get my man up in there, man.
I got a plan for him.
He running around here winning awards.
Yeah,
and all
he killing. He killing, bro.
But he told me about Bass Reeves, and he was the first the Lone Ranger.
Yep.
And at home we looking at the Lone Ranger back in the 50s. He thought it was a white dude. Bass Reeves, the Lone Ranger, was really a black guy.
Yep. Black dude.
A black cowboy farmer.
Yep.
Who trailed or who trolled areas where the Indians were holding it down, and where the average white,
learn how to speak their language.
Yeah, your average white Confederate or Union guy could not go over there.
Yep.
And Bass Reeves, the Lone Ranger, a black cowboy, did that, man. So now I think it's important that we tell these type of stories.
Yes, because a lot of Oklahoma history, like it started with like Black Wall Street. I didn't know much. I heard about it, but I didn't know much about it till like recent, till The Watchmen.
Yeah.
Till they showed it, till I seen it. Was it The Watchmen? No. It was what's that black that weird black show on HBO. They had a reenactment of the Black Wall Street bombing. It was a Watcher, I guess.
Was it The Watchmen?
The Watchmen, yeah.
Well, and all the little different superheroes and stuff.
Yeah.
And the blue dude had his thing out there swinging. Was that one?
That was the other one, no. The weird one. Back in the 50s, Johnny Smollett is in it. What's his name? Big Boy. They gets in trouble now. He was in it.
Majors.
Yeah, Majors. He was in it.
That was weird.
Lovecraft Country. That's what it is.
That was weird. That was.
I liked
weird
it. I liked that. I like weird though. Black people need the opportunity to do.
So
weird
we
shit.
got monsters, sorcery, and Jim Crow and racism. That was weird.
Yeah, but the thing is, like the story that they was trying to convey is like, with all that happening, the white man was still the monster to them.
Yeah,
that was crazy. Like when they break it down, it's like they were dealing with literally aliens and all that. And time change and time travel.
It was wild.
No matter what, the white man was the issue. The monster.
Yeah.
But that's probably why I ain't get another season, honestly. That's probably why they're like, nah, we done with that. Y'all don't get no more of that.
Well, the same thing they did with that show with I can't remember my man's name, but it was Underground.
Underground, yep.
Underground, when John Legend and them
I got on that late after it was done already, and I'm like, this was good.
That was good as hell.
I was shocked, yeah.
Because they got kind of Nat Turner style and was taking white folks' heads.
They don't want no too much. No.
That was too much.
Chill. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go.
Nah, but that's wild, man. Video Hero, man, we could talk all day, man. You know what? Right around the time that Rod and Legacy will be in the Harkins Theater, that'll be about the time that we wrapping up the NBA season, and we'll see who's taking that trophy home, man. And Video Hero,
I appreciate
Keon,
you,
Nicole, I hope y'all take y'all a trophy home.
Man, I hope we do too, man.
You know what I mean?
I hope you. Hey, man. I hope we do.
I remember Nicole being in here. We talking about that hesitation that you guys had. Well, that she had. She didn't want to speak for you guys, but she had about, introducing it to the festivals.
No, it wasn't a hesitation. It was just, I knew this was so good that we could, if we knew the right person, we can get it straight to it. You know what I'm saying? But, stuff don't happen how we want to. So we just entered it, and it works. It can go this way, especially like as a filmmaker, especially black filmmaker. If you get something in American Black Film Festival, that's like the big one. Like that's the big one. So it's gonna be people with money ready to spend. Yeah. Especially with this lockout going on, it's just like.
Yeah. How does that affect? I mean, is that
Hollywood
good?
Stopped? It
Is
ain't
that good
right
for?
Now. It's good for anybody that's in festivals right now because these people they're gonna be looking for content because they can't. Hollywood ain't working. Nobody's working right now. Like it's shut down. There ain't nothing new is getting done. Yeah. Even if it started, you ain't finishing it till you just get right. So they gonna need new content. Like seasons of hit shows is on hold until they get this right, which they say usually lasts like 3 months.
About to get us reruns.
Yeah, yeah.
So basically reruns all summer.
It's gonna be until basketball is over. This gonna be only, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow.
Sports,
well, hey.
That's it.
For up and comers like yourself.
Yeah, it's the time to get in there.
Perfect time,
you
man.
got scripts, send them in. Like Hollywood is shut down. They need something. All these streaming services.
All you creatives out there, all you artsies out there.
Yeah.
Hey man, you hear my man? Mm-hmm. He's the door's cracked open a little bit right now.
Yep.
The security guard went to the bathroom.
Yep.
Go ahead, sneak up in there.
And technically, you won't be like going against the strike because the stuff is already made. You know what I'm saying? We didn't write it then. It was already been done. So you can't. I don't want to go against that community either. You know what I'm saying? But nah, that's legit.
Is that an issue? Like,
no, it's a lot of them. Yeah, it's like with them, they don't even want to talk about making a movie until this. You know what I'm saying? Like. I was reading somewhere like certain like actors was just talking to them about the scripts. They don't even want to talk to you about the script. Like don't even like it's shut down. They don't even want to talk about that movie.
How does that affect you right now? I mean, because the issue with the writers and the actors is that they're not getting their paid. They're not getting their proper money.
Yeah.
From the streaming site.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's so confusing about who gets what and where does it go. So
which is facts.
Where does that leave you? You're about to jump in, at least you want to jump into that world. Does that give you some kind of trepidation a little bit?
You always go in knowing it's a business. Like like these big studios, man, like Paramount, they know how much money they getting with all these ads. They know how many more subscribers they got. They need to break bread. They need to bust it down. They keep finding new ways to make money, but they never really had that trickle down like it's supposed to be.
Right.
And that's what the union's for. Like, hey, what's up with all this? Like the NBA, they get all that new TV money. They stop. Like, hey, let's get up where I raise it. It's easy. It's quick.
Right.
But in Hollywood, it don't work like that for whatever reason. These producers, these studios, they get, they billionaires. Like, who you talking to? You know what I'm saying? I do what I want to do. But
yeah.
They stuck in their ways. They stuck in their money. They need that money. That's all they care about.
Well, listen, hopefully we'll see these guys speaking somewhere about some money that Hollywood owes them.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me get mine. And listen, not only that little strike that's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are Fire Stick users and all that. All type of apps that are specifically for black actors, black content.
Definitely.
Black directors, creators. So it's
definitely true, bro.
It can be a confusing time, but it's a good time.
Yeah, it's definitely a good time. If you're a filmmaker, it's a very good time. A lot of people going this the route like making a movie, then hosting it at theaters and getting money that way. Like you can keep doing it. Like it's different ways to do it. It's just whatever works best for you. You know what I'm saying? Like music, like whatever works, however route you want to go, as long as you get there, that's all that matters, really.
You a hip hop head?
Oh yeah, definitely. I love R&B too, though.
Oh, no doubt. Come on, man. If your parents from the old school, come on, that was in your household, man.
Definitely.
Your movies, give me a top 3 favorite movies.
Ooh, right now, I would say Menace to Society, Truman Show,
Truman Show,
and
underrated.
Apocalypto.
Apocalypto.
Yes.
That's my nigga right there.
See?
Jaguar Paw.
Yes.
Huh?
They don't realize it, bro.
Jaguar Paw. I be
That
telling
shit
my
was-
kids about Jaguar Paw.
That shit was art, bro. Like, they barely talk, but you couldn't stop watching. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And it was history.
It was history.
I love how at the end it wrapped it all up
Yep.
and showed you what it was.
Yep. Show where they was.
You think
who
you're
they
just
was.
watching another just movie in a jungle and some indigenous people just doing their thing? Like, no, after this 2 hours.
Yeah.
This was a straight up history lesson.
Straight up.
Shout out Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Shout out Mel Gibson. This thing said Apocalypto. That's my joint right there.
Whatever you say.
Janky Promoters too. That's one of my favorites.
Say it again.
Janky Promoters.
Janky Promoters.
That's one of my favorite movies.
From Modesto.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite movies, bro. Ever.
But you brought up, what was that first one you brought up? Menace to Society?
Yes.
What, I mean.
And it wasn't even my favorite movie, but that's the movie. It's one of my favorites because it made me want to make movies.
Yeah.
So I always had that one high, you know.
A black filmmaker, do you always have in the back of your mind, am I just going to make another gangster movie? Am I going to make my people look a certain way?
Yeah.
We were just talking about Snowfall and all that, so that genre hasn't gone anywhere.
Nah.
But going forward, how does that look?
It definitely something that crosses my mind a lot, like, because I've seen it. I grew up in it. So it's like, do I want to I can make one of them hood, like quote unquote hood movies easy. But it's like, do I want to? What point would that serve? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can make a movie that just happen to like have a hood scene in it or a scene to show it. But it's like, why do we need to do? I mean, it's been done before. Hoods is hoods, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Why? How many times can we do this? Like, you know, tell me a story in the hood that just so happens to take place in the hood. That's different. You know what I'm saying?
Like Friday,
yes.
Friday.
It's a great story, great comedy, but it just so happens to take place in the hood. The hood is an ancillary character in that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's important, but you know. Then
what? Then why was Snowfall so successful? Is it the truth of the story? Was it the aesthetics and the lighting and things we were talking about?
There? It's all that. But the truth that it's based in is always going to intrigue black people. Then they just stayed on for the great story because the story deviated a lot from the real Rick Ross at some point, but everybody was locked in on this. They wanted to see how this ends. They wanted to see how Franklin, if he gets his $73 million back. You know what I'm saying? People were locked in for that, and that's a good writing. You know. I'm
gonna tell you how locked in I was when Peaches said, "Yeah, I got some back there in the safe." I was like,
"Yeah,
finally, he's gonna get his money." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, I was believing Peaches.
Thought he had something.
I was like, okay. Yes, he could. Finally, he can calm down now.
Finally, a win for Franklin.
Yeah. Finally. I was like, okay, it ain't $73 million, but it's
something to come back from.
Yeah,
something to flip.
But then I was like, hell no, Peter ain't got no damn money.
You're a crackhead.
He's a crackhead.
Why would he have all that money?
But I mean, that was another moment. That's just the realness, right?
Yep.
Hell no, a crackhead ain't got $5 million in the safe back there.
For what?
Why would he?
Why would he?
So, but I was enthralled. I was like, wow. But no. Three more people dead in that same house. I loved it, man. I loved it. So, hopefully, man, take that inspiration and take that positive feedback.
Definitely.
And turn it into writing legacy, the next generation.
Yep.
For
real.
Congratulations, man, with all of that.
Thank you, man. That means a lot.
From doing videos for free.
Yeah.
To submitting our own documentaries in the film festival, man.
Crazy, bro.
And listen, man, I hope I did your project and your co-workers
definitely, man.
Some good, man, to doing my part to put a spotlight on this shit, man. And,
definitely, bro.
And good luck, man.
Thank you, man.
That's all I can say.
Thank you. That means a lot.
I'm gonna be cheering from the sideline, man.
We going for it, man. We going for it all. Like, honestly, so I appreciate the love.
No doubt. Video Hero, folks.
Yes, sir.
Live in the Whatever You Say studios.
Yep.
For another go round. Hey, when Water's a Different Ball Game comes out,
It's gonna be. Hold on, let me get the date for you.
we can do this all over again, man.
Hold on.
Water's a Different Ball
Friday
Game.
at 5. Friday at 5.
Friday at 5, where at?
The museum, Arts Museum.
Okay. What date is that? June 9th?
Yep, June 9th.
Water's a Different Ball Game?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Pull up.
Okay.
Everybody.
I thought we were further away from that. Okay. It's
No. It's
next
happening.
month, folks.
Next month. Yeah, it's
Next
happening.
month. No doubt, man.
Yep.
Hey, black people. I be telling, teach your kids how to swim.
Yeah, for real.
And black people,
That's
white
important.
people, anybody. Anytime I hear on news somebody died because they didn't know how to swim,
Yeah.
that burns me up, man.
Yeah, you gotta
hate
like that's very important. Like people think because we like landlocked that we don't need to know how. Nah, you need to know how to swim.
Yeah.
You never know. Like everybody need to know how to swim.
We understand the history with water and black folks.
Yeah.
We get it. In the Jim Crow days,
Yeah.
where they were all white swimming pools,
Right. Exactly.
right? And black folks literally
go in
could
there.
not go in there and swim. So
Yeah, we just got that trauma. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Built in.
So you never learn how to swim.
Yep.
Your kids never learn how to swim, and then
You gotta
So,
go by some water, man. Water makes you calm.
no doubt about it, man.
Does.
Video Hero got big things coming up in the city.
Yep.
Once again, had to stop by the Whatever You Say studios.
Yep.
And Water's a Different Ball Game coming next month. Maybe we'll do this all over again, man.
Let's do it, man.
All right.
I'll be here.
Hey.
Let me know.
Video Hero, director,
Appreciate you, man.
filmmaker extraordinaire right here in the Oklahoma City area.
Thank you.
Whatever You Say studios, just doing our part.
Yep.
I'm Ivory Towns, man. Y'all be good.
I don't think it's white folks. I think it's Negroes. I do not think this is white folks. It could be. It could be white folks. But I think it's Negro. I think a Negro did this.
Whatever you say.
I'm happy because I'm fulfilling my purpose of life. See, everything was created for purpose. Trees have a purpose. The moon has a purpose. Rats have a purpose. Insects, everything God created has a purpose. That's another one of my lectures entitled The Purpose of Life. And the wise man is he who knows his life purpose. See, 10 men with the knowledge of their purpose are more powerful than 1,000 men working from morning until evening and who don't know their purpose.